On the 6th of July 2025, Deputy Nate of Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office stopped a BMW after observing multiple lane violations.
Step back with us. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So, my name's Deputy Nate with the Santa Rosa County Sheriff.
Sorry.
Please put it in park.
I thought it was in park.
Are we in park?
Yeah.
Okay. My name's Deputy Nate, Santa Rosa County. Alright, the reason for the stop, when you pulled out in front of me on Berry Hill, and then you took that sharp right turn, alright, you went over the dividing line to make your turn. Alright, then we came down to 90, you took a right off Shavers, and I watched you bounce over the fog lane twice and the center lane once. Then you cut across traffic to get to this parking lot, where I actually had to stop and let you pass me. Alright, all of which are giant red flags, someone's driving impaired.
I'm not impaired.
Alright, do you have a driver's license, registration, proof of insurance with you?
My license.
I appreciate you. This was stuck to the back of your license, I don't want to litter.
Thank you.
How you doing, ma'am? How you doing, ma'am? I'm good. Have we met? You look familiar. You don't know? Okay. It's probably a good thing if we haven't.
I would say so.
Alright, so while you're looking for that, if you go back through my body camera, I ask everyone the exact same questions. 17-year-old kids, 98-year-old grandmas. I ask everyone the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Alright? Any knives, guns, explosives, anything in the vehicle?
No.
No? Is there anything in the vehicle that's not supposed to be?
No.
No? Do you use marijuana?
I do.
Okay. Have you smoked marijuana in this vehicle? You know what? Before you answer, I do not care about a little bit of weed. I care more about honesty. All right? Because over the perfume...
There's a joint. I have a joint in here, but I didn't smoke it in here.
No one's in any trouble for a joint. All right?
In my hand.
No one's in any trouble for a joint. Okay? I can promise you that. All right? If that's all it is, then it's no big deal. So I'm going to hand these two back to you. All right, make sure that you get the insurance card updated. Okay, and I'll be right back with you. Do me a favor, just stay in the vehicle. I know we want to go in Walgreens, but just stay in the vehicle till we're done. Okay. All right, I'm going to add her to the card real quick. I haven't ID'd the passenger yet, and then we're going to pull them out. All right. Okay, what was your first name?
Lana.
Lana. Okay, Miss Lana. So I'm someone who I like to explain things so people know what to expect. Okay. So I appreciate your honesty about the joint. I am going to take your joint from you. All right, don't reach for it. We'll get there. All right, but what's going to happen now is because you do have marijuana in the car, I'm going to have you step out. You're going to wait with this this officer back here. I'm going to have your passenger step out. She's going to wait with the deputy back there.
I actually don't have marijuana in the car.
You told me you did.
No, I don't. It's not there.
You told me it was in your hand.
I thought I did, but I left it on the porch. I don't have any marijuana. I thought I had a joint right there, but I don't. I didn't. I don't ever bring.
Let me explain it to you a different way. The reason I asked you about marijuana is because I could smell it. I can still smell it. So that's why I asked you about marijuana. You were honest with me about it, and I appreciated that.
Well,
but let me put it to you a different way. What is in this car that you don't want me to find?
There's nothing in this car.
Because I'm searching it either way. So what's in the car?
There's nothing in my car.
Okay, then you have nothing to worry about. You told me you had weed. I smell marijuana.
I did, but I don't have marijuana in the car. I thought there was a joint right here because we were sitting.
I'm going to have you step out and wait with this officer back here, please. Please and thank you. This is a lawful order. It's not a question.
You're not allowed to search my vehicle.
I have probable cause to search your vehicle.
You don't have probable cause.
Step out of the vehicle, please.
You don't have probable cause.
Do it now, please.
You're not allowed to search my vehicle.
Ma'am, step out of the vehicle.
Do it. If you do not step out of the vehicle right now, I am going to take you out of the vehicle.
Okay.
It is that simple.
There's nothing in my car at all.
Then you have nothing to worry about. Step back with this officer back here, please. I have PC to search this car right now.
I don't have anything in my car. You don't have the right to search my vehicle. I did nothing wrong. I did
Hold on.
Because I too have a camera in my car.
That's great.
You're being ugly for no reason.
I have been nothing but polite to you.
You're pulling me out of my vehicle when I need to be at home. Like
you just pulled into a Walgreens or CVS.
I know, because I'm getting cleaning supplies. I own a cleaning company, and
You're going to sit on that bumper. You're not going to move from the bumper.
Okay,
all right.
I need to get my phone.
You're not grabbing your phone right now. All right. Don't go near that car. I don't know if you just heard me or not, but I asked you to sit on that bumper and stay there. Last chance. I'm searching the car. Is anything in it?
There's nothing in my.
Cool beans.
You're not. I don't give you permission.
I don't need it.
Yes, you do. You're violating my rights.
Then file a complaint. That someone will review the body camera, and you'll be fine. So now you can put the cigarette down, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
What did I do?
And you can do it right now.
What did I do?
Drop the cigarette.
What did I do?
What are those white crystals on your driver's seat? Sit back here, put your butt on the bumper. Can you read her, please? Yep. What are these?
It looks like methamphetamine. I don't know.
Under Florida Statute Section 316.089, each infraction independently satisfies the Fourth Amendment's reasonable, articulable suspicion threshold. The stop was constitutionally sound from the outset. The vehicle search is where the legal analysis becomes significant. The automobile exception established in Carroll versus United States in 1925 and expanded in United States versus Ross in 1982 permits a warrantless vehicle search when probable cause exists. Deputy Nate established probable cause through two independent sources, the odor of marijuana and the driver's voluntary admission of a joint in the vehicle. Under Illinois versus Gates in 1983, this totality of circumstances is sufficient. When the driver recanted moments later, it carried no legal weight. Probable cause, once established, is not undone by a changed story.
Hi.
It does look like methamphetamine. I appreciate your honesty. Thank you. So how much more meth am I going to find in the car?
I don't know.
Appreciate that honesty too.
I got you.
Oh my God.
It's just what it is.
Okay, that's fine. You can put it on the...
Just give it to Deputy Odo here. Right, whoa. Pick that back up, right there. I knew I smelled the pot, man.
I don't know.
And an open container. Here. I'm pretty sure that the reason that they're on the seat is because they tucked them down the front of their pants.
Probably did.
I think that while I was behind you, you were shoving meth down your pants, thinking that you're females and that we're not going to be able to...
Don't you have gloves on?
Hey, whose chip bag is this?
Stuffed in between the center console and the passenger
Chip
seat.
bag is this?
Whose bag of Ruffles is it?
I have Mountain Dew and nothing to eat. I've been drinking alcohol.
So you're saying it's hers?
I'm not saying it's anybody's. I'm saying that's not mine. I just got in the car and rode with her.
So, I retract my previous statement. You didn't shove it down your pants, you shoved it in a chip bag. Copacetic. You're both going for methamphetamine possession. Alright? When you get to the jail, you're going to be... Stop. When you get to the jail... Well, stop. When you get to the jail, you're going to go through a body scanner.
Can we talk to Chad Floyd?
So she's saying
We
it's
had
not her.
cookies.
So it's not her chips, but it's her car.
I
And
have
it's not your
cookies in my
chips.
bag.
We had cookies.
So it's not her chips and it's not your chips either. So there's just a bag of.
I just got in the car. We were eating cookies. I have the only thing I have to eat is cookies, trying to absorb some of my alcohol.
Have we been able to separate?
No, I haven't even started.
Okay.
But there are pretty big shards.
Yeah, I saw those.
And then those small shards are in that one.
Okay, cool. I'm going to throw them all together because I can note. Where was this found?
So it was stuffed in between the center console and the passenger seat. Stuffed like as far down as you can to the ground.
Got you. Now that we know we're caught, right? Talk me through it.
I'm not sure. I just don't want both of us to go to jail because I don't know what's
Miss
in
Lana, the reason I'm asking you to tell me the truth right now is because you're both already going to jail. It's already done and said.
She didn't have anything to do with it.
There's
I just
no
picked
way
her
you didn't
up.
notice
I
it.
just picked her up. She didn't have anything to do with it at all. I just literally.
Well, then you set your friend down a bad path. All right, because I have no way of believing you right now.
She was going. I picked her up because she's going to help me with my HUD inspection. God, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know about that.
Okay. So as of right now, you're both going. All right. I just want you to know that.
She had
So,
nothing to
Deputy
do
Carey,
with
if you would be so kind as to.
Can you?
I don't play the Chad Floyd thing.
No, I'm just saying. Like, can you?
Can I what? Let you go?
No.
With a almost close to trafficking amount of methamphetamine in a neighborhood that's already struggling? You want me to let you go?
I don't know. I have a lot going on right now. I do, and I
Hey,
don't.
Deputy Carey, do you have a lot going on right now?
I just no.
Yep.
I just had surgery. My daughter broke her foot. I just got back. I have cancer.
I'm close to $20,000 in medical debt right now.
I'm sorry.
I'm not out here driving around with meth.
Is she admit that?
She's back and forth on it.
No, I don't know where I don't know where it came from.
See?
No, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what bag he's talking about.
Please put your butt on the bumper. Thank you.
What was in the seat?
What's your first name?
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Right now, I swear we've met before.
It's been a
I do
little
know her dad.
controversial in the last few days or few months. It's been a little
We'll
controversial.
talk after. So right now, Miss Tiffany, we are running alongside the truth train. all right? The troop train is right beside us, but I want to jump on it, okay? Troop train. So,
All right.
what happened in that car?
I just got in my seat,
Okay.
which is her seat in her car. I just got picked up because I wanted her to pick me up. I don't know what to tell you about the bag and the trip bag and the whatever bag.
Where were you going?
Just getting the hell out of my house.
Just to get the hell out of your house?
Yes, I just went through a breakup bad.
Okay.
So I don't know what to say. I had her pick me up. I've been at my mom's. I've been at my daughter's. I needed a break. I needed her to come and get me.
So when I got behind you on Berry Hill, where were you coming from?
The house right on Berry Hill Road, right across
Miss
from
Tiffany, I mean no disrespect, you're making my head hurt. We're done. I'm done with it. I'm done. No, I didn't. Try again. Going back and forth, saying that it's yours, saying that it's hers, saying that it's her, yours, saying that it's
She's
hers.
full of shit. She just picked me up, and I was just fucking going to ride with her.
The driver's refusal to exit triggered a separate issue. Pennsylvania versus Mimms in 1977 holds that officers may order a driver out of a lawfully stopped vehicle without additional justification. Refusal constitutes resisting without violence under Florida Statute, Section 843.02. Maryland versus Wilson in 1997 extends this authority to passengers. Both occupants were lawfully removed before the search began. The search recovered methamphetamine on the driver's seat and a concealed quantity in a chip bag near the passenger seat, approaching the trafficking threshold under Florida Statute Section 893.135. Possession alone is a third-degree felony under Section 893.13. The passenger's exposure rested on constructive possession. Florida law requires 3 elements: knowledge of the contraband, ability to exercise dominion, and actual dominion over it. Proximity alone is insufficient. The passenger's own account that she witnessed the driver concealing items seconds before the stop introduced the knowledge element, but simultaneously undermined any claim of joint dominion over the drugs. That tension likely drove the prosecutorial decision not to pursue her case.
I needed to get out of the house. I can't do this. It's not my shit.
So what happened in the car?
Nothing happened in the car.
Nothing happened in the car. She didn't hand you the meth and say, tuck this. You didn't see her grab that bag and tuck it. I
saw her do a lot of things.
Start listing them.
Just putting shit all around on the floor. She was putting shit on her in her seat. She was putting her seatbelt on. All of that.
Okay. Did she tuck anything? You see her put something in her bra?
I saw her tuck things around all of her seat. And I said, what are you doing? And she's like, we're fixing to get pulled over. If she had something going on, then she needs to own it. I don't know what she tucked. I just know she tucked. I'm telling you she tucked. I don't know what she tucked. She wouldn't tell me.
I cannot give you any legal advice, all right? But tonight you're going.
Why am I going for her drugs? This is not okay.
I don't have another choice here.
Why? If she had a bag and she tucked a bag.
Not
she
right now.
is
Go
not.
with him.
Lana, what are you doing to me?
Stop talking to her. Stop talking to her. And then 2 seconds later, she's going to say, I have no idea what meth you're talking
doesn't.
about.
She's not. She's telling you the truth. I didn't. She had her bag. She had her stuff. She tucked her shit down where she needed to do it in her car.
You're going to go through a scanner. You don't have anything on you?
No, I swear to God. And this is not my stuff. That's not fair. This is her car. It's her drugs. It's not my shit. I told you she had it tucked.
The only thing I can do right now is suggest you have better friends in the future. You better step back over here.
I cannot do this. She said she had it tucked. It was her stuff. Her deal, her things, her stuff. She said that to you.
Have a seat.
What in the hell? Why would you say that and that's not...
It fell out of her shirt. And she said it was on her shirt this entire time. I'll do you a supplement, bud.
I appreciate it.
I can take a load if you want.
She's already loaded up and she's pissy. Miss Lana, how can I help you?
Is there any way that we can... Is there anything that we can do? I cannot... My mom just broke her hip and I should not have come out tonight. I just got back from Vegas, and I'm sorry that I lied to you. I just...
Miss Lana, I am nothing but the consequences of your own actions. Okay? So, unfortunately, right now, you are taking the ride. All right? You'll get a bond when you get to the jail, if you're eligible for one. I don't know. That's on the jail staff. All right? But tonight, you're taking the ride. All right? I honestly wish you all the best. I truly do. And I hope you genuinely get help with your problem. I do. Because it's one fucking hell of a drug. All right, I hope you get help.
All 3 of us were watching because I was doing the search, and it hits, and we all just look at it. She's like, I don't know what that is.
Bullshit. It's not my problem.
I'll transport her.
All right, I got Cranky Magoo.
Deputy Nate receives an A-. The stop, search, exit order, and arrest were all legally grounded. De-escalation was clear and documented throughout. Minor deduction. Tactical positioning during the search could have better used available cover. The driver receives a C. Initial honesty was her only strong moment. The recantation, refusal to exit, and concealment attempt, each independently added legal exposure and collectively produced a conviction. The passenger receives a B+. She cooperated, did not deflect, and her account was consistent with the evidence. The grade reflects one thing: remaining in the vehicle after observing suspicious behavior immediately before the stop. Key lessons. First, probable cause is cumulative: odor, admission, and conduct. Each independently satisfy the threshold. Challenging a search requires attacking all bases simultaneously, not just one. Second, voluntary statements outside of custody are fully admissible. The Fifth Amendment protects against compelled self-incrimination, not voluntary disclosures. Anything said before arrest, without coercion, is on the record. Third, for passengers, the constructive possession knowledge element is the deciding factor. A credible lack of awareness, combined with honest cooperation, is the strongest available defense. Fourth, refusing a Mimms order adds charges without adding protection. The lawful place to contest a stop is in court, not on the roadside. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to analyze in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Bodycam.